What's up, people? It's Isen from What's New Tech. So Apple just concluded WWDC 2022. They talked about lots of things.
But first, let's head downstairs.
So that WWDC is over and they talked about lots of things. Like they launched even new products. Like there's a new MacBook Pro, 13 inches with M2, because they launched M2 as well, M2 processor. There's MacBook Air, they launched MacBook Air as well, and lots of other software related stuff. But my main focus on this video will be iOS 16, because to react to the entire video, it's going to take a very long time. So I want to talk specifically about iOS 16 on the just concluded WWDC. So with iOS 16, Apple had brought like lots of new features, but the most important ones that you will find, when you update your phone later this summer to iOS 16, it's the lock screen customization. So lock screen customization has been there for years, with maybe like Samsung phones and Google phones and some other Android phones. Apple have not had this feature for long. They just have picture and all that on your lock screen, but now they are taking it to the next level with iOS 16. So with iOS 16, you can customize everything on your lock screen. So it's just, you start with a simple tap on any picture that you have on your lock screen, then you see the option to customize as well as to add. So if you click on the customize option, you see lots of things you can customize and change, with your lock screen. So for instance, you can change the current picture on your lock screen. You can change the filter of that picture as well as the background of the picture as well. So also, you can also change the date, the time on your lock screen. You can change the font size, the color of the font and all that. So lots of presets you can change from, you understand. So it's just like very easy the way they had introduced all this stuff. It's very, very easy for you to do it just straight from your lock screen. You just go and edit all this stuff, and also you can create different presets of a particular customization. So for instance, you can have a picture of yourself on a particular preset and set it how you want to put it, and also have a picture of maybe a dog or a pet. So you can have different styles, different presets on just your lock screen, and it just takes you tap and hold and swipe through different presets that you have on your lock screen. Also, you can add widgets to the lock screen as well. So for instance, battery widgets and any kind of widgets that it's available at launch, plus more that will come with developers. Also, they talked about this focus mode. So Apple introduced focus mode like with iOS 15. Focus mode is what lets you to prioritize everything you do for your phone, to know what you are doing and what to turn on and what not to turn on. For instance, if you like in a meeting, you can put meeting mode on your focus mode, so you know how to silence your phone and all this kind of stuff to prioritize your notification and all that. So now with your with the lock screen that they introduced, the lock screen style and preset, you can have different presets with focus mode. So you can use a particular preset for meeting, you can use a particular preset for like work and all that. So it works together with the lock screen customization as well. So they also talked about notifications. So with iOS 16, notification does not obstruct your lock screen anymore. So there's just this like nice roll up, from under. It's a very nice animation that they put there, so it just come like that from below, and you see your notification. And if you don't want it, you just swipe it down, it just goes away. So your lock screen will be uninterrupted. Also, they talked about these live activities. So for instance, now if your notification just swipe from below and you have maybe any live activity, for instance, you are doing a workout, and your workout application is counting your steps and all that, so it would prioritize it in a way that the live activity you are doing at the particular time will be what will be on top of the notification that just rolled from below of your lock screen. So for instance, you are playing music your music widget that used to be in the middle of your screen will just appear below there on top of your notifications. Then you can swipe it up to go full screen as well if you want. So that's everything they talked about lock screen. So get ready to customize your lock screen. It's a good feature and welcome feature. Also, they talked about iMessage. Now the long awaited feature for iMessage is here, so you can now send messages and unsend those messages just like you do on Instagram. You can send message on and unsend those messages right now on iMessage, and also you can send a message and maybe there's an error, there's a mistake on those message. You can now edit those message, and correct and resend it again. So these are the two features introduced to iMessage, but then there's a catch. It's only active for within 15 minutes of that message. So if you send the message once it's more than 15 minutes, the feature will not work again, and it's only compatible with users that have updated their phones to iOS 16. So also they talked about dictation. There's this dictation feature, although it's existing like Google phones and all that before. So but Apple is taking it to their own next level. They always do this. So now dictation, it's just easy. You can use your voice to type as well as use your keyboard to type as well. So it works like complementary of each other. So you can be typing with your keyboard and you choose to use your voice to to continue typing. So the microphone is always on, and also the voice dictation can now recognize emoji. For instance, if you say laughing emoji, it will recognize laughing emoji and just put the emoji itself for you. Can recognize punctuation and all that. So it's coming to iOS plus some new and updated emojis and all that, with iOS. So some other thing again that they introduced with iOS 16 is haptics on keyboard. So for instance, if you've been using your iPhone, you know that when you're typing, you can get sound from a keyboard, but you don't get the vibration from that keyboard. So now it exists since forever. It exists on the Samsung, Google phones, Android phones, but now it's coming to iOS. So now your keyboard can have vibration when you are typing on it. So these are the major things they talk about with the iOS 16. So there's still some other things they introduced, like Apple Pay. Now Apple Pay would expand it to more markets, as well as Apple Maps. Apple Maps will also be expanded to more markets, and now more locations are added to Apple Maps with update to iOS 16. So they also talk about this kid mode. That for instance, if you have a kid, you can like create a profile for them on your phone so they don't interrupt anything you have on your phone or delete things by mistake. So there's an updated kid mode that come with iOS 16 as well. Also they talk about safety checks. So for instance, if you have loved ones or maybe your partner and stuff like that, if you have shared your password with them, or like messages, or like location with them, and maybe there's a problem with you and that person and you guys split, or you guys are not in good terms anymore, with safety check you can now revoke whatever permission you give to your friend or partner or whoever the person may be. You can revoke what permission you give to them, like to password and stuff to access your phones or your iCloud. You can revoke those permissions and they will not be able to access it again. So the iOS 16 update is coming this September, together with the next iPhone, but you can start with the public beta by next month. I think beta will be out next month. So that is all about iOS 16. They talked about watchOS, they talked about macOS, they talked about iPadOS, but if I start giving you reactions and things that are new to that, it's going to take a whole day. So I just thought to focus more on iOS 16. So be sure to subscribe to the channel because more videos are coming your way. I have my AirPod Max review that will be coming very soon, and more videos. So until next time, this is just a quick one. I'm out of here.